was contacted by the club yesterday and secured 5 more dates between, I guess, St. Patrick's Day, which I'm already working, and the end of April. So I'm back. I'm a club DJ again, and I'm very excited about that. There are some logistics I'm going to have to address, though, because things have changed at every club that I've worked at in the last 10 plus years. And I'm going to have to build a custom rack specifically for the club. Why? Well, we'll talk about it in this video. And by the way, welcome to Tuesday DJ Gig Tips, brought to you by Vibo, the music planning app. So let's go back to the old days when I was working at this club that I'm going back to. There was a mixing board, there was a microphone, there were 2 Technics 1200 turntables, there were CD players. I showed up with some music and I rocked it. When I was doing Club Evolve before my stroke, I was managing all of the DJs there, and something that was really important to me was that in the booth there was a good mixing board, a good set of CD players. I was using the Denon dual CD player solution there. Good inputs for the DJ if they wanted to bring a laptop or whatever into the mixing board. If there was a problem, boy, they contacted me and I heard about it and I addressed it. But I don't think people like me exist anymore, because every place I've worked since then does not provide any kind of mixing board or CDJs or anything else. In fact, you're plugging essentially your controller and laptop or whatever you happen to have into their PA, which they're providing. There's lights there, there's PA there, but everything in front of the PA, including the microphone, is the DJ's responsibility. When I was working at the casino, I had a stage because they had bands there too, so I could bring a Pro Event table in, which is 2 feet by 4 feet, set it up, and it was just like doing a mobile. Everything was just how I wanted it. It was all the stuff I used at my mobile, minus my lighting and my PA, my speakers. But the last 2 places that I've worked, and within the last, well, since this year, since 2023, not only have they not had anything for the DJ, but they also have had incredibly limited space. At the club I'm going to, Safe House, when I went there on New Year's, I brought a fast set table, which you can see behind me. These are cool. I love fast set tables. Essentially, they are 4 feet by 18 inches. So it's a little smaller than the Pro Event table. And it fit, but barely. And in the space I'm having to work with there, I'm not even facing my audience. I have to have my back to the audience to fit a 4-foot table in. And 18 inches? Yeah, I don't want to go any deeper than that because space is so incredibly limited. I did a sports bar. One-off thing that I did, I don't know, a month and a half ago. The smart thing to do would have been to have had a small portable system you could have set up in front of or next to the DJ booth, because it was so cramped and such a spaghetti incident in there that it was just super hard to work with. So I need to put something together that I'm going to be able to roll into essentially any club with limited space and set up and play. And the other problem I have is that the club I'm going to be working at is downtown. We're talking skyscrapers and stuff. There's no parking lot. You've got to put on your hazards and throw the stuff in the door real quick. And then on top of that, I know that I don't talk about it a lot, and I hate to bring it up a lot, but I am disabled. I have one hand. So I can't have all this heavy stuff that I'm lugging in to the club every night to set up. I need to keep it lightweight. I need to keep it portable. And I need it to be easy to set up and handle for a person like myself. And whatever I build needs to work for a person like myself. I have special, I don't want to say special needs, I guess. That sounds kind of funny, but I guess I do. I have, well, how about this? I have specific needs as a DJ. Some of it has to do with table height. Some of it has to do with a place for a mouse and, you know, where things are positioned. So I got to start from scratch and build something. No one's going to build it for me. X stand is how I'm going to go with this. I ordered one off of Amazon. In fact, I ordered a 2-tier X stand. I thought maybe I might be able to put my laptop on the second tier. It's an idea, right? But I have other problems that I have to address. Because I need a microphone gooseneck. I have to have it. Because I can't hold a mic and work a crossfader or push any buttons at the same time. So I've got to turn the mic on and speak while I'm doing these things with the controller or the mixer or whatever. You may have seen that rig that I built for Swisher Suites for Welcome to Rockville. That worked, but they wanted something even more condensed and easy to set up. So what I did, kind of last minute, is I cannibalized an old VMS4 case that I had. I put a DJM 250 mixer in it. I was able to get the Yamaha mic mixer in it. And it worked really well. I had a lot of things in there, even like a reloop record device. But, I don't have any more of those cases. I do have this old VMS2 though. This case is from Marathon. It's really cool. Marathon is no more. And, as cool as the VMS2 is, it's 11 years old. I'm not using it for the club. I don't want to have a weak link of an American Audio controller at the club. So I'm thinking the case might work for me though. If I have it on a neck stand, maybe I can take something like this microphone gooseneck, put a grommet on it, screw it in back here, and I've got my microphone solution on a gooseneck. The laptop, flip-up laptop stand, it's a neat idea, but the problem is, when I use them, I'm bending over, and that's a lot of back fatigue. So what I'll probably do, if I go with this solution, is I will drill out the rivets on this laptop stand that flips up, and then I will install some kind of laptop stand adapter into the case itself. So I'll open up the case, I'll screw in this microphone gooseneck into the grommet. I will screw my laptop stand into a grommet that I build into there, and I'm good to go. If I put something like, I don't know, like a DJM 250 Mark II over here, I think it's like 9 inches wide, and this case is 15 inches wide as far as the space goes, or 15 and a half. I'll have extra room here where I can put a little mouse, which would be really nice. So I'll solve all of my problems with something like this and a small battle mixer. The depth of the DJM 250 Mark II is 12 inches. I'm working with 16 inches here, so I have an extra 4 inches for cabling and such. That'll work out well. So there's one solution. I can have an X stand, I can have this case with all the stuff built into it, a place for my mouse, a place for my gooseneck, and a laptop stand grommet of some kind that I'll put together. I've got a lot of laptop stands in my toolbox back there. I'll cannibalize one and build something custom for this. And then, anywhere where there's a gap, I'll fill it with foam. I'll probably go to Tour Source because they've got a lot of foam there. That's where I built the rack for Swisher. And I think that rack turned out pretty nice. But they've got a lot of that kind of material there. Jason's a good pal of mine. I'm sure he'll let me dive into his stash and I can build what I need to build. Now, another idea would be to go with something like, I don't know, an all-in-one controller or just a controller in general. I like the all-in-ones. A lot of people don't. But hey, don't knock them until you try them. I've had a blast with those all-in-one controllers. It's a nice backup too. So, do I want to just use an all-in-one controller? No, but it's there in case I've got a laptop problem. What I could do with something like that is just set it on top of the X stand, like you set a keyboard on top of the X stand. Carry it in a soft case, it wouldn't weigh much. But then I have a couple of problems. One is, how do I attach this microphone gooseneck to anything? Well, I built this for Rockville, and it worked really well. This is a little junior clamp, and I was able to, with some hardware, put an adapter here to accommodate a gooseneck. So you attach this probably to your X stand bar, right? And then it's something like this. We've got a gooseneck on a clamp that can clamp onto a bar. Maybe this clamp isn't the right clamp, but I've got a lot of different kinds of clamps. That's a solution. The second tier of the X stand, which I've ordered, would be the solution for the laptop in that case. The only thing I haven't figured out is where I would put a mouse, because I do use a mouse quite often. So those are the kind of things I'm going to be thinking about. And I really don't feel like I can go any further until I have an X stand in front of me. When it's all said and done, I'll be able to have a club system. Everything's built in. The laptop power, the power for the controller, the microphone, the laptop stand, the gooseneck. And I won't have to tear apart my mobile system every time that I do the club. I'll have two separate things. Because I hate cannibalizing my mobile system to do club work. Anyway, that's the video today. That's what I'm working on. The kind of things I'm thinking about. The kind of logistics I'm working with. The kind of limitations that I have. And I'm trying to overcome with this. That's it. There's a tip in there somewhere. I don't know. I guess the tip is think about how you use equipment before you buy equipment. Think about solutions no matter what your situation happens to be. And the solution I'm trying to figure out is how to get a club rig inside, set up quick, and broke down quick with one hand downtown in a limited space. So yeah, wish me luck. Thanks for watching, practice, and enjoy.